when somebody say don't marry this person, don't just try it, because it's not now. It might come in future, maybe 10 years, 20 years, 30 years.
And then you'd have given birth to children.
Yes.
So you
And
cannot,
now you
you
be like, because of these children, because of these children. And so many women, they
like
died
people. Yes.
in that process, leaving those children.
That's one thing with Yoruba. They don't tolerate nonsense. They'll pack their load and they will go. Igbo, they'll say, but Yoruba, nonsense. My jade. See Yoruba woman, pack her things and leave the marriage. She'll go and marry another man.
Yes, sir.
Start giving birth then. No matter how age, you see, that's why you see them 50 years, they are still giving birth. When they've not gotten to menopause, you see them, they'll still be giving birth.
Even when they're in their menopause, they still marry.
Yes,
They still marry.
Trust them now.
The AC man, the man that worked the AC man of my car, you know, if you see this woman, very pretty woman, you might find out that I cannot marry a man that if AC does not spoil, I will not eat. Yoruba woman, he just packed her things. They escorted the man to the shop. The man was narrating the story to my husband and I. He escorted the man to the shop and called the husband sweet name, sweetheart, darling, what are you going to eat when you come back from work? And the man said, as usual, he said, don't worry, consider it done. You know? And then we have talked about men, we're talking about women now. You understand? So the woman got to the bus stop. You know, the man bailed her by and then left for shop where he repairs things. And then when the man said that when you go back home, he met the food the way the woman promised him, and he was like, sweetheart, darling, Temini, that he just went inside. The children were in school, and then he looked around. They've gone to high institution after giving to children that are in university, like that. So he just walked around. The only daughter left in the house was like, where is the mommy? He said, I just came back from school. I've not seen her. He said he entered his bedroom, opened the door with his own key, saw half of the load in the bedroom. It's gone. He was like, he picked phone, called the mother of the wife. The mother said, Emma, worry. Mommy, ti love fellow hustle.
Fellow hustle.
I was like, come, are you telling me a tale or a story? He said, Mommy, true life story. I said, I don't get wife. Now my daughter be my wife. I leave house in the morning. One day to read NEPA bill. So I pay 20,000 every month, and I leave us in the morning to shop. I come back to pay 20,000. I said, what about your family? They be enjoying the life. He said, which family? My wife is in law. That's it. You see them, they live longer. They live young.
I can count them in my area. They've left their husband, left their children. They don't even go with children. They left, except some that have love.
Because she doesn't want anybody to advise her or cancel her.
They don't go with children because they want to go and remarry. They want to go and remarry. They're ready to marry 1, 2, 3 husbands.
Yes, and even
be happy.
Give birth to children there.
And have shares in the man's property.
They don't mind even if they are the 5th wife to another man.
Like that.
Once they make mistake, you see them.
Once they make mistake, but not. They don't tolerate. Okay, mistake lele, mumba. You understand? And if they make a second mistake, mistake, Meji, okay. They make another mistake, From Ayokon to Meji, from Meji to Meta, from Meta to Mary, from Mary to Mefa. They are ready to go. They are ready to run away from that mistake. But the Igbos now, marriage until the day they will tell you to come and carry your daughter's corpse.
You see,
you don't even know the emotional trauma the woman is passing through. The same thing with some women. The husband is good. Are you getting it? Maybe they must have warned the guy, don't marry this lady. And then because she knows how to cook, She has a very big bust, the back is well set. Like this that I watch, you know how to cook, you get them for front, you get them for back, you be wife material. I said, you sabi to cook, you get them for front, you get them for back, man, you be wife material. And you see ladies dancing this, you be wife material, you be wife material. Like
and
that.
all those things, some of it, they are fake.
Oh, God bless
Really?
you.
They are fake.
Some of those things is just mattress that they packed here and put pillowcase.
Artificial things.
Put pillowcase here, and then use their drying belt to dry the whole place. And at the end of the day, when they now enter, the man is seeing a different thing. The man is seeing flat slippers like Malam, and the man is saying that there is no road here. You understand? But a valley. Then at the end of it all, you see yourself suffering from what you never bargained for. Who you marry matters what a lot.
A
And
lot.
when you are not happy in marriage, I want to sound this note of knowledge. If couple are not happy in marriage, there is every tendency for them to go poor.
Yes.
If you are not happy and united in marriage, you don't have one heart,
Yes.
there is every tendency for you, this one is doing secretly, the other one is doing secretly. Some ladies are busy building house for their parents in the village, and they are living as tenants in the city with their immediate family. You were warned, don't marry this person. Some ladies, you see them at the initial stage, they are doing well, they are making money, and then before you know what is happening, the man, the guy is being warned, don't marry this person. This person, since I met this person, I've been happy, I've been making it. But after 3 months, 3 years after marriage, the man will go down and go poor. I don't even understand. If at the end of the day you succeeded in marrying Marine, like I told some people, I said, go and carry out the history of life in this country. You see a man, a well-to-do young man, after 3 years of marriage, the man will just go poor and go poor forever. Retire to the village and start breaking firewood there. Why? You have succeeded in using your destiny to pay for the dowry of a girl in the water world. Hey, my brother was very rich when he married you. My brother was using 3 cars when he married you. 3 years, 6 years after giving birth to 3 children for him, the man will go poor. Who you marry matters a lot.
Very, very valid points, because the truth is this: for a lot of people, marriage is just like something bad that you've done, but you don't know that it's affecting you. So it's like a bit like smoking. It is not the first time you take the first puff of smoke that your kidney will be destroyed. Your liver and other parts of your body will still be intact. It's something that sometimes over time, and so because when you get into it, the first 3 months, 6 months, 7 months, maybe a year, 2 years, 3 years, it looks like nothing is happening. You hear people that will counter messages like this and say, Shebi me, I don't meet any pastor. How do you know that 10 years from now, you're not going to meet with that doom?
Yes.
A lot of people will hear messages like this and tell you, I beg, follow your heart.
Forget that one, Jerry.
The ones where pastor talk, uncle, because you're just 2 years into marriage, 4 years, 5 years.
And you
the
feel
lifetime
you're
thing.
enjoying
You might be married to that person for 70 years. What if the problem starts at 50 years into the marriage?
50 years is even too much.
Or 20 years into the marriage?
20, 30.
You
And once
understand?
the problem starts, all the good times, all the good memories you thought
forgotten.
you
Yes,
had will be forgotten.
Yes.
And
Washed away.
there are people that the problem they have, you know, a guy that, so there are people that, some women, they don't have listening ear. Some men don't have listening ear. The wife is telling you, let us invest this money. Let's buy shares. Let's buy land. You say you want to buy car. You want to flex. When you don't have listening ear, it can affect you. If you marry somebody that, the first time this guy met this lady, and the guy was like, our traditional marriage is going to cost only 50K. And she said, okay. After that, the lady said, and after that, we will save together for you to travel abroad. The guy was, oh God, this is God at work. And then the lady, and he said, and we're not going to do it. We're not going to put canopy. The lady said, okay. And he said, she has listening ear. And they got married. Years of marriage. His mates are carrying their own children. the person that they wedded the same day is in London as I speak to you, my brother-in-law with his own child and his wife. That person is still in this country. So where is that listening ear? People could pretend to get what they want.
That's another thing, pretense.
Yes.
Ladies could
Pretense.
And
pretend
deceit.
and deceive you to get in. And right there, by your side, they are saying, don't worry, after this wedding, I will show you. After this marriage, I will deal with you. But it's unfortunate that the person you want to deal with, you don't even know if the person too is planning to deal with you.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So what are we now saying? By the time you are saying after wedding, I will fix you. I will fix you. You will fix him. I tell people, look, whatever you do to somebody, your partner, awaits your children. You have planted what they call generational what? Cord. If you fix the guy, that is how your son will grow up to be fixed by another girl. So you will sorrow the sorrow that the family of the guy is meant to sorrow through your fixing. You understand? Like I was telling someone, I said, any woman that will have the heart to deal with son-in-law, to destroy the joy of another woman's son, all in the name of your daughter marrying that son. I say, if that woman has sons, whether there are 7 sons, whether there are 3, 4, 5 sons, they are all going to suffer the same thing. They are going to suffer the same thing. So we are talking about nemesis of these people that are the evil partners. If only we can be conscious of the fact that whatever you do, okay, my daughter wants to marry you, and then I know that there is no way, or there are things that will cause him pain. And then I say, let us just say, bago. My own is kebaya. Without settling those things, at the end of the day, that thing that this guy is going to suffer in my hand as an evil mother-in-law, your own sons, if I have sons, my sons are going to what? Go through that thing 7-fold. Because you don't know the prayer that his mother is praying. Anybody that will do my child, his our own children will be destroyed 7 times. So these things, what you see that you push to the other side will always return to this side.
What goes around comes around.
What goes around comes around.
And they always forget that they will also, they will also suffer. I mean, the women,
Yes.
those mothers.
I don't even understand. So by the time the man begins to say, oh, so this is a lady that I married, or God didn't destine it that way, or sometimes we use our hand to attract problems.
Force, yeah.
I don't even understand. We use our hand to bring in problems and say, after marriage, begin to solve it. After marriage, begin to solve it. Your sons will marry. Definitely, they will also marry somebody that will put them on a run of trouble. So all these things, if you are a bad partner, begin to change. Go for a change. Go for deliverance, for goodness sake. If you are waiting that after marriage I will change, I will show you Pepe. Don't worry. You will see Tatasi. You will see Shombo. That's it. For whatever man soweth, that he will reap. Some don't have conscience. Their conscience is dead. It's sealed with hot iron. That's the truth. You are not conscious of the father. Okay, like I was telling someone, I said, you don't want to see 2 brothers happy, Abi. You don't want them to eat together, Abi, because you are marrying one of them. That is how your own 2 sons will fight war until they stab themselves to death. Yes. Until we begin to get the principle of life, marriage will never be sweet. Tell me, what a man that cannot say sorry to a wife, what do you expect of the sons to do to the daughters? How do you expect them to marry daughters that have good health? How do you expect them to marry daughters, Then these things has really caused a lot of parents. They are so scared of, my daughter can never marry from so. If a man is like this in this community, God forbid, my daughter can never have anything to do with his children. Because lion gives birth to lion, but not in all cases anyway. So was the 7-man soweth, that he shall what? Shall reap.
And the children are always monitoring. They're always seeing all these things. The behavior of the man is
Yes.
attitude and everything.
The children are monitoring. When you are telling your wife, get out, who you marry, get out. You are an idiot. Your food is smelling. Your body is smelling. The son will there. Go to school and see some children in the classroom say, get out, shut up, I'll slap you,
Exactly.
I'll beat you, because this is what they see from their parents. Who you marry?
And they see it not to be wrong.
And sometimes when you say write a composition, you say my parents fight at home. They will tell you
Okay, this is a
Little
class teacher
children.
talking.
They write it there.
My parents fight at home.
Like a boy that he got late to school, and the teacher was like, where is your shoe now? He said, my mommy and my daddy, they use the shoe to fight. They were fighting with it, so I had to wait for them to finish. So it sounds funny, but a lot of children are going through a lot.
They're writing what they see their parents.
Yes. I have a particular man who told the child, don't allow any woman, to talk to you anyhow. If any woman tries, just kiss her. Don't give them that chance. You're a man. You are the man. And the boy grew up that way. And when he got married, the woman does not have any say at all. Whatever he says, if he says this is what the woman, you must do it. This is what he wants. At the point, it was the child that killed the father.
And this thing has led to love portion. See, partners that don't want to hear. You see some men washing pints in the public and you say the wife is bad. The man is behaving like moron and you say the wife and the mother, they are bad. Check the genesis. A man that has told his son, no woman should take you for granted. Whatever you say is final. Don't tell the woman sorry. And every woman wants to be pampered.
Of course.
Every woman needs a pet.
Wants to be loved.
Needs protection. And then at the end of the day, these things are not forthcoming. She will want to get it in the way that she needs to get it. I want to be cherished. I want to be loved. I want to hear sorry. If sorry is stronger than 16 tablets of painkiller.
So I'm going to turn the man to Mumu.
Yes. So that would be a topic for another time. Why men turn to moron and why women are being tied down by their husbands because they don't want them to be greater than them. God bless you. Still on Fast on
Matters.